This is part one of me finding out that I had 20 tumors all across my body and stage 4 cancer, and I had no idea. She's heard this one before. So it all started whenever I was 18 years old. I had a mole on my right shoulder blade. I went to the dermatologist. They had it removed. We didn't get a biopsy or anything. And it ended up coming back, and it was showing like every single sign of skin cancer. I'm sure you all have heard me talk about this before, but the ABCDE rule is like what you look for skin cancer and moles, and it was showing every single sign of that. All in all, it was ugly. But I obviously at the time just like knew nothing about that. And that's actually like a huge part of why I'm always like screaming at the rooftops about my experience, because if you know the dangers of melanoma and know what to look for, like it can absolutely save your life. So I went back to the dermatologist and had it removed and had it biopsied this time, and it came back as melanoma. I think it was a few weeks after that, and they took me to the hospital, put me under, and took some of my lymph nodes and had them tested to see if any of the cancer cells from the mole had been picked up from my lymphatic system. And then I think they just dug as deep as they could and got any remnants of the mole and the cancer cells from my right shoulder blade. Somehow all of the lymph nodes that they had tested came back clear. Not really sure what happened with that. Maybe we picked the wrong ones. But I had checkups every 3 months to every 6 months. And then after my 5-year mark, they switched me to every year. I feel like I'm the perfect person to tell you if you have ever had a melanoma and it's just been years and you're like, whatever, it's a mole, I don't have to worry about it anymore. That is how I was feeling approaching my appointment after my 5-year mark, after I'd been switched to 1 year. And I was like, it was a mole like so long ago, like I can push this appointment back. I had 20 tumors in my body at that moment and was like actively dying, and I had no idea. So go to your appointments. I'll put me finding out that the cancer had spread and everything after that in part 2 and possibly part 3, because it's a lot.